Ashley from Notjustboxing here with John Isaacs and Wayne Batten. John, 2-0. How do you feel in there? Obviously, we'll go over in a second the second round. Overall, were you happy with how you come back in the fight?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's a big learning curve. Obviously, it's only my second fight, but obviously this is boxing. Anything can happen, and say you make those little mistakes, and obviously that's what happens.
Mm-hmm. So let's go over the second round. So it looked like you were standing trading with him, and he just threw out of nowhere because he switched, didn't he? He was being quite negative, and I think you both went for a hook at the same time.
Exactly.
Did you? Obviously, it's the first time you've been knocked down ever, right?
Yep.
What do you recall of that moment?
Obviously, it's not a nice feeling. Obviously, to be fair, obviously getting dropped, but obviously it's boxing. It's when you're trading, and obviously where he was being quite negative, and then just sort of come out of nowhere. It was obviously when you're trading shots at the same time, it's whoever lands first, and obviously he got through quicker. So it's a big learning curve. Obviously, it's a shit feeling. Not gonna lie, but it is. We get up, we brush it off, we go again.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the drawing board, back to the gym, go over the mistakes we've made, and we correct them.
So let's go over the third and fourth round. How you just, looked like you relaxed in there all of a sudden. You started going. Wayne, do you want to speak?
Yeah, obviously, this is what I told him to do. Obviously, from the get-go, was to just keep it nice and clean, long and tidy. Plenty of feints and good foot movement. And just like I say, if you switch off in there for a second at any given point, then that's what can happen. I thought he'd done well, though. Obviously, it was down near our corner where he got clipped, and he looked at me, and I told him to just not to rush up. So I was pleased with that. He could have just jumped up after 2 or 3 because I don't think he was, really hurt. So he learnt from that, and like I say, he listened to the count, and yeah, he learned from it.
Do you know where that dressing room is? Yeah, 10 minutes, yeah?
Oh, what is that? Who's watching? Is that you going? Okay.
Are you going to go or Paul? Do you want to go, Paul? Or not? Huh? Yeah.
So obviously to come back from that and to listen to instructions, it looked like as well it was more the rolled ankle that was the issue. It comes sort of like, I don't know, the actual angle I had of it where I was, that for me was probably the biggest problem in the fight. But yeah, to come back from it and to box out your skin the next few rounds, and to even showboat in the last, it looked like you were actually hurting him too. I don't know if you realised in the first, but you were landing shots and he was wincing quite a bit. Did you feel like you were landing quite clean in there?
Yeah, I thought I was landing some good shots. A couple of shots early, I thought was obviously you never try and go for a stoppage, but they were nice, clean shots, and obviously they're the kind of shots that you want to be landing. But obviously when that happened, that was probably one of the worst of pains I've ever had, to be honest. I've never really had an injury like that. But like I say, this is boxing. Obviously, it happened. It's for me now to get up, get on with it like I did. Still got the win. So we do have positives from that, but obviously the negatives, we go back to the gym, obviously, with Wayne. We go over the mistakes we've made, we correct them for next time out, and obviously hopefully get this healed up.
Mm-hmm. From a fan perspective, it's great to see you have that test now, get through with the win, like you're saying, but it's really nice to see you learnt so much in that fight, more than you would smoking 10 journeymen that are negative. The amount of things you can take away from that, especially Wayne, the experiences under the bright lights, they're all very, very important things. So for you to have that in your second fight at 19 years old, you've ticked off a lot of things that some people don't even experience till they're 30. And by then, the negative thoughts and everything that can come with it, you're young, you're fresh, you're ready to go again. So yeah, I'm excited for your career, and it was a great lesson.
Yeah, definitely. See, early on in my career, it's not a nice feeling to obviously experience that, but nevertheless, this is boxing. Obviously, you can't babysit yourself, and as Wayne, obviously, he's very experienced, has said, you switch off that split second. This is what can happen. Obviously, it's a brutal sport. So we get up, we correct our mistakes, and we go again. Definitely.
So what's next now? I know I'm not talking about the boxing side. What you got planned? I think you've got a holiday coming up, haven't you?
My grandfather has got a holiday planned, a bit of a surprise. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Now, obviously, I'll stay in the gym. Obviously, I'll take a couple of days to rest up with the family. It'd be nice to see them, obviously, after camp. And then, obviously, back to the gym with Wayne, going through, obviously, correcting the mistakes. Obviously, we're still fit and fresh, obviously, but these little mistakes. It's good to go through that test now and correct it now, so then further down the line, obviously the fights get bigger, obviously, and eventually down the line, obviously title stages. It's nice to know I've got that experience in the bank now.
Definitely. Lastly, do you want to just say a message to your fans? There's quite a few of them cheering you on, Ali.
I would like to say a massive thank you to everyone, all of my sponsors, everyone that supported me and bought tickets and obviously come down to Bournemouth. Thank you very much. And obviously, another big fight still yet to happen. Obviously, good friend Ryan, European belt's coming home, baby. Get up, son.
Mate. Bring it on.
It's coming home. Brilliant. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Nice. Was it split or?
I don't know. About 2 rounds, by the sound of Weaver was